Alright everybody, welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. And we are here on this planet. No, we're on Aya. And we finally got the place opened up because we did a little bit more of the main we did literally like 2 minutes of the main story. And we were able to open up a lot more of this place. So we have a bunch of side stuff. We have I'm trying to remember. So I think I put a waypoint there because I was trying to get to it. Oh, that's okay. So that's a vault. Yeah, we'll do that last. We came in here. We heard this message. Trying to figure out where did I come in through this door? No. What the hell is in here? Oh yeah, that's right. There was a. It was like bugged or something last time. It wouldn't let me do anything. Our Angaran shuttle model. Hell yeah.
Let me check just in case.
Port Captain Arjun.
Happier sending one box than nothing.
Okay, I see it wouldn't let me go here last time. The cargo manifest. The following items are cleared for immediate shipment to Vold. 3 crates solar heater replacement parts mixed, 4 cases of freeze-dried nutrient paste, 2 crates of GD-75 ammunition explosive rounds, 6 crates reinforced heat-retaining synthetic fabric. This item has been quarantined pending port captain review. 3 unmarked cases of Marley bottles, cask dates unknown. Datapad. Goodbye, my love. I never planned to leave. Each moment I spent with you only brought me joy. Even though you've never understood what you mean to me. There were moments I could have shown you how I really feel, but I wasn't brave enough. Not that you could have accepted me. Now I have to go, and I don't think I'm coming back. I hope for a day when we owe nothing to anyone. I dream of a moment when we find each other again and claim the lives we always should have led. Message ends here. I guess you can't really talk to her. Research center. Should we do some research? We have a ton of other data research point. Well, actually, I guess not. We don't have very much remnant. Bunch of Helios, though. We could do armor research, but these, I don't know. Ooh. Some N7 stuff. I love. Why haven't I been doing this? This is only 50. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we need to get more. Because we've maxed out our gun. Our pistol, yeah. Sidewinder pistol. I like it. I like this pistol. I wasn't 100% sold on the rifle that we're using. I wanted to try a different one. But we could go with these are all these stupid assault. I hate these so much. And it's honestly, it's literally just the way they look. I hate it so much. I don't mind the way these look. And I already have one of these. This one's just has infinite ammo. Okay, so it must have a cooldown. Let's try one of these. Yeah, here we go. Do we have everything? We have a good bit of everything except for one, but it should be fine. Pathfinder helmet. Oh, that's not what we're looking for. Oh, I mean, the Pathfinder helmets are pretty cool, but... And 7 is what we want. It gives us pretty good stuff too, max shields and biotic power damage, so... And we have a good bit of everything. Okay, what about... What do we do? Chest, that's right. Alright, now it's really just waiting until we have enough stuff to make those. Alright, so where are we? Oh, this is, just over there, okay.
Lava flows hit a few fields, so
Alright, let's go back in and keep exploring. We're not going to go down there because that'll just lead us to the main area.
I thought you were heading back to the outpost. Villiers asked me to stay and coordinate with the city team to collect more precise readings.
Not many people talking around here like they were in the trilogy. You know, in the hub areas, people be chatting it up.
This is my first visit to Aya. It's more beautiful than I ever imagined.
Display stand. Memorial Garden dedication. We rose from nothing to touch the stars, made homes on many worlds. Do not mourn what the cat stole from us. Celebrate what still remains. All things reach their end and make way for new life to fill the void. The worlds and people we lose will return in time. Family grows forever. We dedicate this garden to those who are not here with us, but who will one day return. This place is for them. Well, that's nice. Okay. Oh, we have a fast travel station. So, where do these go to? Because that's weird. Discover Governor's office. Okay, and this just goes out the other side.
You should ask.
Do I have to be on the other side to talk to him? Yes.
Our laws need revising now that you're here.
Pathfinder? As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
It'll take a long time to trust strangers again.
Which is why they want the Nexus to listen to them. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
Ooh, okay. Council meeting notes. Personal meeting notes from Governor Perrin Shi. V. Wants to open Southern Valley region to development with goal to provide refugees with permanent homes. K. Believes we're already at risk of overcrowding and harming local ecosystem. Votes to use land strictly for food production. M. Proposes compromise the solution to construct orbital habits using Nexus technology. Refugees would rotate between Aya's surface and orbital habitats using lottery system. E. Disagrees with accepting initiative help and especially tech. Points out the black hole will make orbital construction projects difficult and may attract notice of Ket patrols. Final vote delayed to Nova Bav. We need a better home for our people. Vold is fallen, Haval remains unstable, and Aya is too small to support all of us. Is Kadar Port an option? Do we even dare attempt reconciliation? There's Perrin Shi. Let's see if we have anything else real quick. No, okay.
The Moshai will be waiting for you at the vault.
While I'm here, maybe we can talk?
Of course. I owe you that. When I first escorted you through our city, I wasn't sure it was the right thing, but you proved I was wrong to doubt. No, more than that. You didn't have to save the captives from exaltation. I wonder if you realize what that meant to us.
None of us will be safe until we stop the Ket for good.
I've learned to enjoy small victories when they come. What can I do for you?
I'm hoping you can get me on Ephra's good side.
If I knew how to do that, my job would be much simpler.
Sometimes it seems like you two don't get along at all. And other times...
He's a brilliant tactician and inspiring leader. We just disagree on what's best for our people. He believes secrecy and isolation keep us safe.
What do you believe?
We can't defeat the Ket alone, and neither can your initiative.
I have a few questions about your culture.
I'm happy to answer them.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this isn't your only city, right?
Not at all. Vold and Havarl both have several large population centers. Aya has numerous residential areas similar to this.
Are these places open for visitors?
In time, perhaps.
I've noticed that you, Ephra, and Jal all speak with different accents.
When the Scourge first struck, there were many Angaran worlds. They were separated for centuries. We developed divergent cultures and dialects. Ephra was born on Vold, and Jal is from Havarl.
What about you?
The Ket left my homeworld in ruins. Those who survived were forced to flee. We found a refuge on Aya. My family helped settle this world.
Aya seems important to the Angara.
Aya is paradise. This world is a gift. We created the Vassals so everyone could enjoy this place, if only for a short time.
I heard about that. For a new person to live on Aya, someone here has to leave. Will you have to leave?
Someday. For now, Aya needs me.
Your people revere the Moshai. What did she do to earn that?
After the Scourge, our civilization was in ruins. Those who led the rebuilding were thinkers, experts, and inventors. The Moshai is the greatest scientific mind of our generation. She led us to a new age of technological innovation. When the Ket attacked, she studied their technology, learned their tactics.
You owe your survival to her.
We owe her everything, and we'll do anything to protect her.
So, what do you do for fun around here?
The Tavatan is a popular spot for recreational activity.
Right, but what do you do? Can't work all the time.
Productivity is the best form of relaxation.
It's also a great way to get stressed out.
You sound like my brothers. All 10 of them.
10?
And 8 sisters. They're not allowed to bother me at work.
What's it like being responsible for a whole planet?
I suspect it's like being the Pathfinder. Some days it's a burden. Most of the time, I know I'm where I should be.
How did you become governor? Do your people elect leaders by popular vote?
If by vote, you mean argue loudly until one candidate remains, then yes. I got here because I was willing to endure and fight for the obligations that come with my office.
I sense tension between your government and the Resistance. Who's actually in charge?
Ephra likes giving orders, right until the actual work of running a city starts. The Resistance is good at protecting us from the Ket, but our people need more. I've learned to indulge Ephra's need for control, just often enough to maintain my own.
10 brothers and 8 sisters. You have a big family.
I've always thought of it as average. How many siblings do you have?
Just one. My sister, Sarah.
What happened to the others?
Our parents only had 2 children. Underachievers.
That sounds relaxing. When my family gets together, the noise is like standing next to our largest waterfall. My mother says I became governor so people would have to listen to me.
Is she right?
Always.
Is there time in your busy schedule to meet someone special?
Everyone is special to me, in their own way.
Not what I meant.
Oh. No, that isn't a priority right now. Someday, maybe.
Thanks for your time.
Ishare, Pathfinder.
Okay, that was a lot of good dialogue. Oh, nothing in the codex. Okay. Would have honestly thought there would have been.
Pathfinder. It would be wise. I never thought I'd see the Moshai again, least of all thanks to you. Welcome to the marketplace. I am Arbiter Renav. I enforce correct contact between merchants and customers, resolving any disputes. As the first outsider to enter the city, you are ignorant of our laws. We should change that.
Invest in your personal protection. Shield yourself.
So she's the Arbiter from Halo. Got it.
Who decides what happens to people who break the law?
It depends on the grievance. I settle minor offenses right here. More serious ones require a tribunal.
Where I'm from, the biggest trade law is don't cheat. Is it different here?
I suspect we define cheating differently. What is unfair changes based on perspective.
I don't want to cause any trouble. How do I learn your laws?
I'll transmit a full readout. Familiarize yourself with the contents. Personal responsibility is a core foundation of our society. We expect it from everyone.
Understood.
Please visit my colleagues in the Governor's office and the Resistance headquarters. They'll teach you about our culture and what it means to walk freely among us. Your understanding is critical. It would be unfortunate if you accidentally violated our laws.
Invest in your personal protection. Shield yourself.
Speak to Amdal and Vragan. Okay.
Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
I'll be the poster child for no trouble.
Whatever that means, it'll do.
Okay. Remnant decryption key. Remnant fighter model. Whoops. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's see if they have anything else. Nothing I'm interested in.
Vestaran? I was there when you landed. Watched you get escorted through the city.
I get why everyone was on edge. I didn't mean to worry them.
We've been through worse than the arrival of one human.
I've never seen fruit like this before. What are these?
Paripo. Sweet with a little bite. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I have a few Kiloa or Elmok.
Is fruit scarce here?
In this form, yes. Very expensive. If you buy a Paripo from me, it means you have something to celebrate. It's a luxury, meant to be shared with friends and family.
I'll get moving.
They let you pass the gates.
It's an honor, and I understand that. I'll be respectful.
All right. Everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
Ah, he has no special items. Again, I haven't really looked into mods or anything, so
I'm not selling to aliens.
whatever, jackass.
Ryder.
For art, for science, for you.
Doing okay?
Who knew saving a respected member of Angaran society would open so many doors? I've been talking to some of their traders, seeing if we can work things out.
We have to be careful not to trade away too much of what the Nexus needs.
Trust me, I'm running everything by Kesh.
New clientele is always welcome here. Have a look. I'm sure you'll find something to your taste.
Can't hurt to be prepared. Maybe you've got something I'm looking for.
If I don't today, I will tomorrow.
Well, you don't have anything I'm looking for, so. Alright. Holographic message terminal. Citizen messages to the Nexus. Compiled log of citizens' messages uploaded in the Aya marketplace for the Pathfinder's eyes only. Subject, thank you. I remember the first time I met the Moshai. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. She has done so much for our people. When the rumors began that she'd been caught by the Ket, and worse, killed, I lost hope for our future. You restored it. I don't care what anyone says. I believe you came to save us. Subject, go home. This is not your galaxy. You don't belong here. Anyone who thinks you are different from the Ket is a fool. I see you for what you are, and there are many more like you, like me. Subject, none. If you come in peace and friendship, Pavo. If your hearts are filled with deceit, you will die. This is all you need to know. Subject, Pavo. My name is Jaka. My family said I could write to you. I've never met an alien before, but I'd like to meet you. I think we can be friends. Oh wow, we can forward it to the Nexus, unedited, or we can edit the content, then forward. Nah, well, we don't need to edit it. There's one person that's a jackass. There always will be, and people need to know. Let's see. Okay, so going through here should lead all to the same spot, I'm guessing. Just making sure there's no one to talk to up here.
Can't be sure what exaltation really means.
If what we exaltation is just another word for how the kick kill us.
And if you're wrong? If we've been killing for them without realizing it?
I saw a Ket up close when they attacked. It was nothing like our people.
I've seen different types of cat. They could be exalting multiple species.
Anything they transform is an abomination. We have to destroy the creatures.
Thank you for that. Insight, Pathfinder. The issue facing us is complex. Come, my friends. Deliberate with me.
And I'd say this type of conversation right here is probably the biggest, or one of the biggest reasons that Andromeda could never really have been what the original trilogy was. Because in the original trilogy, if you would have gone up to a conversation like that, you know, it probably would have resulted in a couple more of those conversations throughout the game. And then you would also go and find more conversations like that in the next game and the game after by the same group. Whereas this one, because you know it's a singular game, you know, it won't have that, so it doesn't really have that impact. Let's see about the this message right here. Subject, let there be unity. Before the Scourge, Angara were one people. It took centuries after the disaster to find each other again, and by then we'd been divided too long. That's how the Ket were able to conquer us. The war forced us back together, but now you've upset the balance. Some don't trust you, others want to save us. Divisions are forming. If you're really here to help, keep our people united. Subject, Pavo and Ishray, to you all. I'm writing this in my final days. I've lived a long life that now comes to its natural end. I've known great loss and pain, but also joy and hope. I think we have that in common. My fate is to leave at a turning point in history. Part of me is angry I won't see what happens next, but I've made my peace. Whatever becomes your people, mine, and the Ket, will reverberate into the lives of my great-grandchildren. And that gives me strange comfort. I know there's more to this life than war and hardship, and I've seen enough to know your people understand that too. Be well, take care of each other, change life for the better. Goodbye. Subject. We wish you peace and good fortune. Don't be deceived by the posturing of Ephra de Tershav and his resistance. We are not a violent people. We're scientists, inventors, artists, caretakers, and explorers. This is our home, but there is room enough for us all. We told the Ket the same thing, but they didn't listen. We hope you do. Subject, no one will read this. This message will never be read by the Pathfinder, much less reach the Nexus. We're so desperate for allies against the Ket that we're willing to make the same mistake with new aliens. This little stunt by the governor won't change anything. We may as well be screaming into the wind. With that. No need to edit that one. There really wasn't anything bad on it. What the hell is down there? Oh.
Don't pay it any attention. He lets being bastard go to his head. Neither of you are as pretty as me, though. I think I'd be showing out. You're
Okay, so that would have gone to the same spot. Oh, what?
Hey, Ryder.
The resistance needs volunteers. The Ket have felt the power of the resistance, and they know their end is coming. Our victories on Vold are only the beginning of what we can achieve, but we can't defeat the enemy without your help. If you're tired of living in fear, if you believe we were meant for something greater than slavery, if you're willing to stand up and fight, you'll find a new family in the resistance. We'll train you to strike back at the Ket and reclaim what is ours. The resistance defends the future of all Angara. Join us.
Welcome to the Taverton. Feel free to order a drink, or if you're hungry, we have nutrient paste. Not as exciting as fresh fruit, but you'll like it.
What's in that stuff?
In short, everything. Nearly all the food we grow goes straight into processing. We can feed an entire planet in a single harvest. Even ship some off-world.
How do you stretch your food that far?
It's complicated. Hard to explain without going into lengthy detail. But I'd be happy to send some to your ship, along with my process notes.
The Nexus would love that.
Consider it done.
Oh, what a good dude. I mean, that could save some tons of people.
What does Taverton mean? My translator won't pick it up.
It depends on the context. If it's a person, it means an old friend. If it's a location, like this, it's more a place you could bring someone home to.
What if you need to meet your Taverton at the Taverton?
It's not so hard to understand. I'm sure your language has its quirks.
Don't get me started. I'd like a drink.
2, 2, and 2. Jesus, that face.
That's all for now.
We'll come back anytime.
Real change in tone after that care facility. Half the Angara are thankful, half are even more suspicious.
Let's try not to make it worse.
Don't worry about me. They're busy glaring at Cora for some reason.
Helping the Moshai opened a lot of doors around here. Most Angara still keep their distance, though.
Imagine seeing a Krogan for the first time.
Maybe if I smile more, show my teeth.
Something tells me that won't help.
I knew Drac was gonna say something like that.
They should put Jar every
I'm so glad you're back. And in one piece this time.
I was in one piece last time. A little dented, but in one piece.
You hit that wall so hard you had amnesia for 2 weeks.
Technically, I was still in one piece.
Okay. So we can go through here. Oh, we have codex now. Okay, we have to go through here. I guess to get to this spot. I have no idea. That spot seems disconnected. Wait, what? Okay, that's something else. We have a door here. Okay, so that'll go into all this. If you notice, there's a little black line here. It makes it look disconnected from everything else, so it's odd. Let's go ahead and do this thing first.
Ryder, you are the subject of a detailed scan by an Angara standing nearby.
Maybe I should introduce myself. Hello there.
I'm working.
You scanned me pretty hard. That wasn't your way of saying welcome, stranger?
I wanted to be discreet.
Noted. What's your interest in me?
You're an alien on my homeworld. Why wouldn't I be interested?
You could have asked.
Fine. Will you submit to a full spectrum analysis of your biology?
You haven't even told me your name.
Danfra. Biological researcher. This is my home.
Are you looking for something specific?
We share many external similarities. I want to learn if that holds true internally.
I can't fault you for being curious. Scan away.
I didn't think you'd comply.
I'm full of surprises.
That you are. When we face extinction, family is our final comfort. Do you understand that?
I've spent long enough around your people to understand what family means to you.
You only see the surface. Family is everything. Not only the one we have now, but the ones that follow us. What will your family look like in 5 generations? 10? How many of you will there be?
You're worried there'll be more of us than you.
I have 23 grandchildren. I want to know what their grandchildren will inherit. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Okay.
You have questions? Be quick.
How do you stay busy when you're not scanning strangers from another galaxy?
I research and develop organic tactical equalizers.
That sounds scary.
Only to those who threaten Aya.
What else did your scan reveal about me?
You're strong, tough. But much of Helios is inhospitable to human biology. You won't have it easy.
Never have. How do humans stack up against your people in the Ket?
You lack biological advantages, but your technology may offset that.
It can't have been easy, holding out by yourselves against the Ket.
Before them, it was the Scourge. Our entire civilization was almost wiped out. Centuries of rebuilding.
It says a lot that you've made it this far.
We'll go much further.
Did you scan me on your own? Or did someone put you up to it? Paran? Ephra?
I'm a scientist. I want to understand anything outside my knowledge and experience.
All that information you collect is for personal use?
Of course not. Angara share knowledge. It's how we survive.
Thanks for your time.
Yes, yes. Go.
Subject, join our fight. You proved you can fight the cat on Vold. The resistance doesn't impress easily. Stand with us. Together we will take this war to the enemy's home. We'll make them feel terror. We'll show them despair. We will break the cat, and when that's done, we'll share the rewards of victory. Subject, are you at war with each other? We've seen members of your species act with violence, greed, and selfishness. We found evidence of your people attacking and stealing from one another. Why do you hurt each other, when only the cats stand to gain? If our people are slow to trust you, it's because we can't understand why some of you seem determined to hurt others. Even the cats stand united in their cause. Why don't you? We have much to learn. I've spent my life wondering what other beings might exist. Your people are nothing like what I imagined, and I'm glad for that. I thought I was long past being surprised in life. My sons and daughters draw pictures of you and ask me all sorts of questions. They want to know everything about you. We hope you feel the same way. There's so much we can teach each other. I believe in our future. Help arrives when you least expect it, and your arrival was unexpected. You came to Aya wounded and in need, and we didn't welcome you. We went to our other worlds and helped our people overcome terrible challenges with no promise of reward or friendship. You wouldn't do that if there wasn't a goodness at your core. You want to understand and be understood. This is the start of great alliance. Another fast travel station. Okay, and so we'll go in here, and then we'll go in here and then work our way down here. Oh, PB's in there. Ancient pottery. This pottery fragment is believed to be a ceremonial decoration from the ancient temples of Favaro. Remnant device. While we can't know for certain, theories about this remnant device suggest its function may be to convert rock and sand into nutrient-rich soil.
We got word from Eladin.
Excavation from Havaro. Archaeologists on Havaro recently discovered what they believe are pieces from the oldest structures as yet found on this planet. These fragments were literally uprooted by mutating vegetation rising from an underground cavern. Though the exact cultural nature of this find remains unknown, teams of researchers have recently established a permanent dig site to search for more clues.
Well, we got another remnant piece.
Remnant exhibit. Though we don't know much about the remnant or its creators, we've determined the remnant were present in Helios long before our people. The remnant's purpose appears to be the same as the planetary vaults, to transform a world into a thriving, beautiful paradise. Before the arrival of Pathfinder Rider in Revolution 826, modern attempts to interact with the remnant had been unsuccessful, but we've been able to coexist with them peacefully here on Aya.
Getting acquainted with our new neighbors?
Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah.
She seems drunk. Oh, okay, yeah.
You're sauced, aren't you? What's your poison?
I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
Steady now.
That stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops. Oh, Ryder. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
Don't worry, PB. The Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
You're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
You're fine, PB. We all need to cut loose once in a while.
You're very understanding and attractive. Nice combination. Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
Right. Ket exhibit. First contact with the Ket varied among our homeworlds. While the Ket sought to confuse Havara with silence, they murdered the ambassador on Vold. They turned our worlds against each other and took advantage of the confusion and chaos. It's important for us all to learn from this moment in history and to present a united front in the face of adversity. Exhibit coming soon. Currently updating this display to bring you the latest in historical finds. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so that's just the door right up there. Okay. Oh, so this door, I guess we'll be able to go to eventually.
Oh, it's you. I watched you land.
Hope you're not calling me it anymore.
You heard that. I apologize. I was ignorant.
What's your job around here?
Aelin and I help Avela with her studies. I specialize in restoration.
So you make relics look new?
Do as I can. I'm not a miracle worker, no matter what Avela says. She'll praise Ellen and I to anyone who will listen. Never had a supervisor like that before.
I'll leave you to it.
Ruins from Dar Kulmal. This fragment is from a wall of the governor's public residence on Vold, which was destroyed by Ket bombardment during the initial invasion. The governor, all staff, and most of her immediate family were all killed in the blast. When Vold stands liberated, this relic will form the cornerstone of a moment to those who gave their lives defending our home. Ket exaltation tool. Until recently, we knew this was a Ket tool, but didn't understand its purpose. Scholars have recently determined its use in the exaltation of our people. Though it may be difficult to look at, it's important we learn and understand exaltation to protect ourselves and our loved ones. Angaran dagger. This dagger dates back nearly 4 centuries to the time just after the Scourge appeared. Faced with the technological dark age, our ancient ancestors learned to fight and hunt without the use of ancient weaponry.
Pathfinder, did you make it to Hervarl?
I found this Angaran helmet. Does it mean anything to you?
This is a pre-Dark Age design. Do you see the black marks? The Scourge targeted this pilot's ship. Stars, it's perfectly preserved. I can almost imagine the pilot. He must have been so afraid. I've never seen one of these intact. Do you know how rare this is? I can't even begin to repay you.
I don't really know her that well.
If it helps you piece your history together, that's all I need.
It does help. You have no idea how much. You know, Pathfinder, this gets me thinking. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
For you? Anything.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't like the sound of that. I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed, areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this: if you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
That's it?
That's it. Keep me in mind as you explore, and bring me anything of interest.
It'd help if I knew where to look.
Any planet could contain something of potential value. My people traveled far. I know that doesn't answer your question, but just keep your eyes open for me.
You're the expert. Can't you just come with me?
I'd like to, more than anything, but I'm needed here. My predecessor trusted me to stay and carry on his work, to find answers. No matter how much I miss the adventure, I have a responsibility here.
A few hidden relics coming up.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
When she said I led digs, I don't know why. I wasn't looking at the screen at the moment, but I thought she said I laid eggs everywhere. I was like, what? Didn't know about that.
This is quite a place.
It feels like home to me. Sometimes I think I should move in here. But it's got a long way to go. Someday we'll fill it with relics of the past, each one telling a story. And my people will come here to learn. And to remember.
You'll get there.
With enough hard work, yes.
You know, as an Aya resident, it's your duty to show the new guy around.
I see. Is that a human custom?
Oh yeah, a very important one.
Then I'm sure Paran will be happy to give you a tour.
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge. What does that mean?
I forget your people weren't around for that. When the Scourge appeared, it targeted remnant ships, broke down their technology. With the drive cores disabled...
The ships crashed.
But that may not be all. The Scourge leaves a mark on whatever it touches. If it touched this helmet, perhaps the pilot was the target. There may be remnant tech inside the helmet.
Or in the pilot.
Storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Search Vold for an Angarian relic. Okay. Checking in. Mother, you wouldn't believe all that's happened since Pathfinder Rider landed on Aya. I'm sure you know about the Moshai's rescue, but I suspect you've only heard the official version. Ephra and his resistance like to claim credit for bringing her home, but I know for a fact they never could have accomplished it without the Pathfinder. People fear these new aliens will turn out to be like the cat. Don't listen to them. I feel in my spirit they've come to help, and you know I'm always right about these things. I wish you could see some of the interesting relics we found on Havarl and elsewhere. I'll bring images next time I visit. Also, I'm not seeing Atu anymore. It was nothing particular that ended things. We're just too different. Don't worry, my work still brings me all the happiness I need. Avel. Okay, so we're going through this door now. Okay. Right there and over there.
The Ket have turned more aggressive. Things got worse.
Documentation console. Oh, decontaminate. Okay.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
Ryder. Wish I could join in down there. I could use a workout. Getting lots of stairs. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
For some Angara, we're the only humans they'll ever see. That's huge.
Whatever happens, we'll make a better show than the Ket. Ephra's letting me record a few of these training sessions. Just a few. But the Angara have some smart tactics. Now I get how they've held out against the Ket.
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons. Over my objections.
Anything I buy will be used to fight Cat.
You fight our enemy, but you're not one of us. Remember that.
Whatever. Nothing. Oh, they only have weapons. Okay. Whoa, look at that damage. 921. Ultra rare pistol. Maybe. Maybe one day. The hell? This is like a med bay.
I
assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
If Jarl takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jarl is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged iron gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat. I admit, I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar. Kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
I'll get moving.
Ishari.
Weird. Okay, so we got a door there.
Heard you were coming. I prepared a datapad on our laws regarding war. Learn them.
On the proper conduct of war against the cat. Though we face an enemy that will not stop until our entire civilization ceases to exist, it's important we not abandon the principles of basic morality. The cat must be defeated, but not at any cost. It won't matter if our future generations can live without fear of death or enslavement, if that freedom was achieved through genocide or other barbaric crimes. Page 1 of 241. It's a big book. Well, it's not a big book, but...
Moved in Vayon to replace them? No, 6-9 is too unstable. We out of food in 2 days. Had ammo in 3. They have to fall back.
Sounds like you've got trouble.
Too many kit, not enough resistance. Have a team that's been in the field for 6 months without resupply. They won't come in. Say they're close to taking down a kit outpost, but I don't know.
If they could do it alone, they would have by now. Send reinforcements.
Hitting the enemy in one place leaves us vulnerable elsewhere. But you're right. This is the hardest part of my job. Thank you for the advice, Pathfinder.
Maybe that wasn't the right thing. I don't know. Recruitment efforts, Kadara Port. Things are as bad as we thought. The deserters don't care about anything but themselves. Recruitment efforts have found zero traction. Ironically, we've had better luck gaining support from the new aliens. A small group pledged to support the resistance and alert us to future cat activities on Kadara. It seems unlikely the enemy would give up on the planet so easily, but maybe the presence of these new aliens has confused them. Regardless, I recommend we abandon recruitment efforts and instead focus on infiltration of the local population using deep cover agents. I'll submit a list of candidates in my next report. Rask. Casualty report, Vold. Severe whiteout conditions have made casualty confirmations difficult. Expect these numbers to be adjusted in the next update. Hopefully they'll be lower. Cat ambushed a night patrol in the Lundran crevice. 3 dead, 2 wounded, 1 missing. Squad missing outside Techix. Presumed captured, 4 missing. Sniper caught an avalanche on southern slope. Presumed dead, 1 missing. A shuttle suffered mechanical failure made hard landing on Steen Ridge, 2 wounded. Augment in the barracks got out of hand. Argument, sorry. Got out of hand, 1 wounded, mostly in his pride. And report. People are getting nervous. Commander de Tershav. No one questions your thinking, and we all understand that that the circumstances we are facing are unprecedented. However, you should know that people are talking in the barracks about these new Nexus aliens. Setting aside how they look, smell, and behave, how can we be expected to trust these things with access to our most secure world? On behalf of my unit, we submit that this so-called Pathfinder crew shouldn't be permitted to roam the city without an escort. We're keeping close watch on them. Don't worry, we're not letting them see us. But it would be easier if we could assign a guard to each visitor whenever they're on Aya. We hope you'll consider this option. Respectfully, Volder.
I expect you to take good care of Jarl out there.
I will. I'm sure he'll return the favor.
Don't worry about him. You saved the Moshai. That earned his loyalty. Still wrapping my head around what you found at the Ket facility. That exaltation.
The more we understand the Ket, the easier it'll be to hurt them.
The more I know, the more I want to hurt them. What do you need?
You've been fighting Ket a long time. Any advice?
Your war's different from ours.
It's still a war, and we're not prepared for it.
Wouldn't matter if you were. The Ket aren't a conventional enemy.
Any idea where they came from? A homeworld somewhere?
Each of our colonies heard a different story. I doubt any were true. They came from far away. That's all we know.
Ever tried following a Ket ship to see where it goes?
Of course we did. Wherever home is, they don't visit.
Do the Ket have a favorite strategy? Something we can exploit?
They switch tactics constantly, almost capricious about it. Makes them unpredictable.
They must have some weakness.
They're vulnerable to brute force. That's enough.
The Ket aren't mindless monsters. They must care about something.
Slaves, resources, power. Same as any conqueror.
You didn't see the exaltation process. They treat it like religion.
They convert us against our will. That's not religion, it's genocide. Every culture has its purpose. Theirs is to take whatever they want.
There's no official Angaran military? Just the Resistance?
Lost our fleets and armies decades ago. Ket mostly. The rest fell to internal strife. We kept fighting, but our civilians were disorganized. Poorly supplied, leaderless. Decades of aimless defiance got us nowhere. I had to make the Resistance real.
How is the Resistance organized?
Loosely, we operate in cells. Independent strike teams have better odds. If the Ket capture a cell, it doesn't compromise the rest.
How did you wind up in charge?
Nothing to lose. My family was rounded up into a Ket slave camp. Last contact I had with any of them was 10 years ago.
They could still be alive.
Didn't figure you for an optimist.
What success have you had against the Ket?
Enemy casualties are up 600% in 3 years. But that's just a number. Every time we destroy a facility, take out a warship, we give our people hope.
And you're not fighting alone anymore.
We'll see.
I've seen armed people in uniform. They're not Resistance?
Aya police. Purely ornamental. Gives us the appearance of civilization.
You don't think they're necessary?
If things go bad, the Resistance will handle it.
That's up to the governor, isn't it? What do you think of your governor?
She governs Aya, not the Resistance.
Way to avoid the question. Is there history between you?
I can always count on Paran to offer a spirited argument.
You respect her?
She holds her own. Not many do.
What's your story, Ephra?
You're not getting my personnel file.
I'd just like to know who I'm working with.
You want to know what it's like being me? I wake up every morning to fight a war. I send people to kill and die. If I'm lucky, there are more dead Ket than resistance when I go to sleep.
That's a hell of a burden.
Enough personal discussion.
I hope the initiative is making a good impression.
The initiative. Sounds so unthreatening, like a city planner meeting.
That's kind of what it's meant to be.
City planners don't walk around in battle armor with rifles on their shoulder.
Depends on the city. My point is, we traveled through dark space to build something here.
That's what invaders always say. At first.
We're not invaders.
Of course.
I don't like this dude that much.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Okay. Man, I want to know what this door is supposed to be. It obviously goes down. But to where? Alright. Let's go over here. What the hell? Oh, that's to the vault. Okay. Can we fast travel? There's another door here. I guess we'll fast travel over here. Speak to Arbiter. Go down, grab that, and then head into the vault. They realize, like, you guys don't want to keep walking through this entire city. We'll let you fast travel. Okay. Subject, why are you here? What impulse drove your people to cross dark space? What have you come here for? Do you expect us to believe you are just explorers who want to live in peace? I think you fled something terrible. I think I might follow you here. Questions. Which one of your species actually controls this so-called initiative? Are you even different species or just genetic constructs customized to fill different roles? Why do you all walk on two legs, like us? Is it so we'd accept you? What did you look like before you crossed dark space? Keep off Havarl. When I heard you were granted permission to land on Havarl, I filed a complaint with Governor Shi. That world is one of our most sacred places, and it is not for outsiders. Even the Ket keep their distance, because they know we'll fight to the death to protect it. Anyone who defiles Havarl will face consequences. Share your gifts. You built ships to travel across dark space. Show us how to make them, and let us retrace your path. There are no Ket where you came from. We have a generation facing extinction, but you could help us go where the enemy won't follow. We've suffered enough. Give us hope for a better life. Alright, forward it all. Okay, so then nowhere near this. Oh, okay, I see some stairs right here. Alright, so go forward and around.
If I don't say.
And this is the door that's locked to the governor's office.
Arbiter Renav told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
Charter governing citizens of Aya revised. As defined by the first founders of Aya, this world and all who live on it agreed to abide by the laws, customs, and regulations of a civilized society that has existed for centuries on other worlds. These rules of conduct ensure a voice for each family within our society and gives them certain inviolable rights. Page 1 of 5,983. Okay. The journey so far. A crew like no other. PBB Silly. PB has bonded a bit with you over the Angara, and for now seems more comfortable being on your team. She even flirted with you and is clearly starting to like you. Andromeda species, Angara. Angara culture, law, and politics. Let's see, is this the full thing or is it just... I think it's the full thing. Angara practiced the political philosophy of horizontal collectivism. All members of society are valued equally, and every citizen has a voice, but the ultimate goal is for individuals to promote the best interest of the entire civilization. Angara are expected to set aside personnel preferences for the greater whole, and their laws reflect this. Crimes are evaluated and punished according to the pervasiveness of their impact. An unlawful act committed against a single person carries less weight than one affecting everyone in a family. Those who transgress in a way that undermines all Angaran society incur the maximum penalty. Leaders of large political collectives, like Aya's governor, are chosen through democratic elections preceded by contentious public debates. All candidates openly challenge each other and in turn must answer any citizen who believes them unfit for office. Elected officials serve a single term regardless of office. Military doctrine. The Ket conquest of the Angara several decades ago has left their military forces virtually extinct. The few warships and ground forces to survive the initial attacks were lost through attrition to planetary defense. In place of an organized military, the Angara must now rely on the resistance. Angaran leaders composed articles of war and submitted them as laws to be followed by these volunteer soldiers. The rules of engagement reflect a mindset prioritizing preservation of Angaran life and culture over vengeance on the Ket. A resistant soldier confronted by a Ket base filled with Angaran slaves, culture artifacts, and Ket guards is expected to rescue slaves and reclaim artifacts first. Any Ket would then be destroyed with expediency and minimum cruelty. Not to spare the Ket, but to uphold the integrity of Angaran civilization. Economics. Angara rely on a I think we read that part. Advanced personal technology or luxury items are acquired through a state-controlled capitalist market. Producers and vendors are licensed by the government and monitored by arbiters to ensure they don't negatively impact essential services within families and tight-knit organizations like the Resistance. Individual members freely trade goods and services without using currency. Value placed upon something can vary wildly according to a person's needs. Disputes over barter trades are rare, as Angara take a long-term and generous view of economic interactions with each other. Biology. Let's see. We read the first one, I believe. Donated Angaran anatomy textbooks reveal that the epidermis of their skin is photoelectric and photovoltaic, specialized electrocyte cells, regulated by a specialized organ called the taion. allow an Angara to generate a much greater electromagnetic field than most organic species and exercise fine control over it. When needed, an Angaran can unleash an electromagnetic pulse that damages weapons and electronics. Minimized pulses transmitted through touch serve as social cues. Interesting. The Remnant Data Core. The box that PB found in the vault on Eos appears to... Close observation has revealed that the circuitry found within PB's relic boxes often match up to circuitry found deep in observers and other Remnant creations. It is possible that they were used to deliver command routines to Remnant machines. Let's see. Forgotten history. Search Vold for an Angaran relic. Okay. I wonder if that'll be one that actually tells us or shows us where it is, or... Okay, all that's left now is the vault. And I'm going to go ahead and mute myself because my allergies are starting to act up.
I haven't brought anyone here in over 20 years. There's always been an active display for Aya, but we could never affect it.
Let's see what we can do. Sam?
Yes, this is new. Is it similar to the vault on Eos? Tell me, what are you seeing?
I think what we need to figure out is what's different. Tell me, what do you see?
The vaults. They're a network, as you discovered. However...
They're not connected to each other, but to this place.
This image was on a relic the Archon showed me. He called it Meridian. And it looks like Aya's vault is the only one that's fully connected to it.
And it's terraforming. Doing what it was meant to do.
The vault on Eos is also present, but changed. Our interfacing with it has affected its connection.
What do you think, Professor?
I think that Meridian is the control center for all the vaults.
This discovery might just change everything. If we can get to Meridian, maybe we can turn everything on from there. Make Helios live.
Wait, Ryder. The Archon knows where it is. He's already been there.
What? Where? Meridian?
Of course. That's why he tortured me. He thought I could help him use it.
Because he can't. Meridian is my people's best chance for survival. We have to take it from him.
Agreed. Such power in the hands of such evil could mean the end of your people, and mine.
No one is safe as long as he's on this hunt. I'm going to shut it down, for all our sakes.
You're going to need that relic I saw. The Resistance might have intel on the whereabouts of Archon's ship. I'll talk to Ephra and secure his full cooperation. Meet me there.
Okay, so this is the only vault that was even working properly. Got a bunch of new codexes too. Ket. The Archon. The Archon... Oh. According to Moshe, the Archon is focused on Meridian, the control center for the Remnant Vault network. In his hands, Meridian could be used to devastate the planets of the Helios cluster, rendering them uninhabitable, and giving him a hold over all sentient life here. Though he reportedly knows its location, the Archon has been unable to develop an interfacing method, meaning the greater secrets of Remnant technology are closed to him. Meridian. Evidence in the Aya Vault shows the network of remnant vaults across the Helios cluster is controlled from a central point known as Meridian. When properly connected to Meridian, the vaults function as designed, terraforming and maintaining planetary conditions to make planets suitable for life. When disconnected, the vaults appear to either go into standby, as seen on Eos, or malfunction, as may have happened on Habitat 7, with disastrous consequences for their planet. This proves Meridian's central importance to remnant vaults and the planets of the Helios cluster. Whoever controls it can theoretically affect vault function, meaning they could control or disrupt the ecology of entire worlds. According to Moshe Sefa, the Archon is aware of Meridian's location but has been unable to make use of it. This offers a new urgency to solving Meridian's mysteries. Settling Helios. Terraforming. The vault on Aya not only confirms that the Remnant builders used their technology to terraform planets, but that the vaults are part of a massive network across the Helios cluster with a central control point dubbed Meridian. The existence of Meridian places the vaults and their operation in a larger context. The species capable of engineering on a cluster-wide scale would not need to terraform worlds to survive, though reactivating the vaults results in an environment agreeable to Milky Way species. It is entirely possible that their renewed viability is a means rather than an end. Okay. Moving along in the main story, I guess.
I deserve to be told. You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
Did Jarl know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
I could have kept Sam to myself, you know.
This is different. Not your business.
It is now. We need to find the Ket command ship. Tell him the truth about my capture.
Moshe, please.
It may be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Ket take her. A resistance commander named Venturev.
The Archon wanted her knowledge of Remnant tech. But why would Ven betray her?
I don't know. That's why I kept it quiet. I'm working to capture him, make him answer for what he did.
You know where he is?
Kadara Port. My contacts are hunting him.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
And now they're ruled by exiles from your galaxy.
Ven may know how to find the Archon and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go, exactly?
Kadara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Ket invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
How did exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
I don't care. The Pathfinder is right.
I'll transmit my files on Kadara Port to your ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
Be safe, Pathfinder. As for you, Ephra, we're not done.
On hold, locate the planet mentioned in security footage. Huh. We have to search a bunch of relics now. But we have leveled up. Combat fitness. Dramatically increases damage resistance when below 30% health. Or improves damage resistance and reduces shield regeneration delay while in cover. I would like that. We have 2. Is there anything... I don't care about invasion. Combat tools. Increases combat power damage with each skill point. So this is with our melee and stuff. Okay. Let's see. This is adding to our biotic damage. I wonder if that would also add the damage the Remnant VI does. Let's go with this one. What the hell? Another side thing.
When you have a Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies, navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible.
The odds were against us, that's for sure.
Yet here we are, strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Darej, Chief Voneron.
It's a privilege to meet you. Tell me about yourself.
I'm something of a pathfinder myself. I am a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge.
An astronomer. You know the safe routes out there?
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it.
I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
Investigate the first missing satellite nav point. Board the Tempest.
Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise. What are their expectations?
They survived the Scourge and the Ket, and rebuilt their civilization. Don't forget it.
Appeal to their pride. Sensible. I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.
I think that was the first or the second time we've used this VidCon in like 30 hours of game, over 30 hours of gameplay. Hunting the Aron. Go to Kadara Port in the Gavorkum system. No, not that one. Let's... No cryo pod points available, unfortunately. Fly the Tempest to America's satellite nav points and search the areas. Okay, let's see about using this assault rifle. Oh. It's only better on ammo and accuracy. I mean, the damage only actually is 1 less, and it's... Wait. This is only rifle 1. I thought I've upgraded that. Still want to try it out. Oh, oops. I do actually really like the helmet and everything. For right now, until we get a full thing of N7 stuff, I think we'll keep this. But once we get a full set, we'll switch to that. Communication from Jaw. Writer. The Moshai sent some news from Aya that she asked me to share with you. Under her guidance, officials are again allowing study in the Aya Vault. It comes with great risk, of course, so she's restricting participation to her brightest students under armed guard. Although she doesn't have your ability to interface with the Remnant, she wants to be ready to assist you, however she can, once Meridian is found. These are interesting and exciting times. Jaw. Messages to the Nexus. To writer from director Jaren Tan. Ryder, I've been reviewing all the messages you forwarded from the Angaran populace. It's encouraging to see that even in these initial phases of contact, we have supporters among them, though it's equally clear we have our work cut out for us in winning over the rest. But I'm confident you are on the right track. I would have been surprised if the Angara hadn't expressed skepticism. First contact is a complicated situation, and if roles were reversed, I'd be suspicious of them if they arrive on our doorstep. Thank you for passing these messages along. They'll provide valuable insights as we navigate these tricky waters. Director Tan.
Anomaly on sensors.
Oh.
Probes launched. I found something.
This is the satellite.
According to that astronomer on Aya, a satellite should be here.
I'm not detecting anything. If it was here, it's gone.
You mean destroyed?
I mean, gone. Destruction would leave debris. We've got nothing. Let's try another nav point.
Huh. This is the nav point provided by Mariko Daraj. But there is neither evidence of a satellite nor debris from one. Did we do this one? I mean, it says 100%. Okay. So this is main stuff. Although we do have another side thing on Vold. Wonder if we can quickly do that.
Beginning approach.
Vold orbit is steady.
Let's change out Jol for... Should it be Drac?
Approaching the LZ.
Ice everywhere and they hang on to that piece. What's so special about it?
Okay. I forgot we could actually just look at the map. Huh. Damn it. Maybe it wasn't Vold. Carrie Tavesi wants to interview you for a documentary about current events. I'm guessing that person's on the Nexus. It's not an additional task. Oh, it's okay. Search Vold for an Angaran relic. Okay. Wonder why. Maybe I just didn't see that. Okay.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Life support is stable.
So where's Kesh's...
Okay, it says below. I think that will get us below, maybe.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
So it wasn't dropping fully down.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Heads up, Kent.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Let's do this!
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support at 100%.
Where the hell is this? Have we never been here? No, we have.
Avena mentioned sites like this might contain Angaran relics. We should search it. This seems to be Angaran, but I can't find any data on it.
Maybe Avela will know more about it. Put it in cargo.
Okay. So that's all we have for this one. But I think the other one, I think we have to do more main story stuff to grab it.
PB's been looking for you.
Of course.
Fold orbit is steady.
Okay, so yeah, that's at the place we have not gone to yet. Alright, PB. Isn't she in here? Yeah.
Oh, come on, think. Think! I need something.
Who are you talking to?
Ryder, shit. You shouldn't sneak up on someone like that. I'm just talking to myself. Don't tell me you never do that.
You seem stressed.
No kidding. I'm not built for this kind of homesteading. Don't like people knowing where I am, where my stuff is. Ugh!
What's your usual solution?
Usually, I cut bait. Scram, strike out on my own. When I felt like this back home, I'd look for a zero-G chamber, or at least an isolation tank. Someplace to just drift away. I could really use that now.
If I may, gravity can be overridden in the escape pod. You can create a zero-G chamber.
Of course! Sam, you're a genius. It's easy. It'll make a huge difference, Ryder. You'll see. You know, there's room for two.
That's all I need to hear.
And this should do it. Close your eyes. Relax. Let yourself go. Ah, this hits the spot. Ryder?
Yeah?
There's something else that would relax me.
What's that?
That's the spirit. Wanna fool around? Doesn't matter if you have something else going on. I can be utterly discreet. Just fun. Two people blowing off steam. No strings attached. Only if there's no strings.
I'm into you, PB. I'd want it to mean something.
Oh. Huh. Good to know.
Let's not rush things. Just enjoy this.
I feel like it would be really cool to be in zero-G. Codex. You and PB have become closer, and you left her with a lot to think about when you told her you're interested in a serious relationship. Now, what was... Okay, so we know that's that one. Investigate the second missing satellite nav point. Yeah, where is this? Does it actually say? Fly the Tempest to America satellite nav points. No, okay.
Fold orbit is steady.
Right here.
I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Getting a scan. You're sure that astronomer's nav points are correct?
He seemed to think so.
There's nothing out here.
The Scourge didn't swallow a satellite whole. You can't do that, right?
I'll let you know. Let's check other nav points.
This nav point does not contain an Angaran satellite, but there are trace radioactive particles consistent with those produced by a small starship's engine thrusters. Investigate the third. It's in Joba.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched. I found something.
Let me guess. No Angaran satellite?
No, but I've got something else. Message buoy from an Angaran ship. They came here looking and didn't find anything either. Left a marker for us.
Must be the team our astronomer sent.
They headed to a new nav point. We should join the party.
This comm buoy is set for extremely short-range transmission. Likely as a security precaution, only a vessel searching its precise nav point can detect the message. The last one, oh, Erickson. I was expecting it to be where our main mission is.
I'm picking up something. Probes launched. I found something. Stand by. I'm cutting through heavy interference from the Scourge.
We are pretty close for comfort.
Something's drifting just inside. Angaran ship. In pieces. No life signs.
Who did this? Ket?
I found the ship's log. Scanning and downloading. Scavengers. The Angara caught them stealing satellites. The Scavs fought back, and the Angara collided with the Scourge.
Can we find the scavengers?
I have their ship's transponder ID. It's registered out of Kadara port.
Everything points to Kadara. This Angaran survey vessel suffered catastrophic damage during a high-speed collision with the Scourge. Most wreckage remains trapped inside the anomaly. Travel to Kadara port. Gavorkum.
System, Gavorkum. Approaching Kadara.
Besides being a haven for Nexus exiles, what do we know about this place?
Group of exiles called the Outcasts liberated Kadara Port from the Ket. Until recently, their power was absolute. But a new gang, the Collective, has been chipping it away. Real shady bastards led by an unknown called the Charlatan.
Well, with luck, they'll be too busy shooting at each other to notice us.
Okay.
Probe away. Anomaly found.
The paltry remains of a Ket dropship. Whoever destroyed it thoroughly scavenged its parts, but perhaps there's something they missed. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, let's go ahead and read about these planets, scan them, and after we end it, the next one will start by going to the main place. Disputes among exiles break out frequently over Bakar. The gas giant is useful for ships looking to replenish their helium-3 supplies, and thus a resource to be claimed. Mine.
Anomaly on sensors.
Cobalt and boron are among the resources available on the aptly, if unimaginably named, mine. Workers struggle under heavy gravity and frigid temperatures to bring their prizes home.
Probes launched. I found something.
Mountain. Dense and radioactive metals make portions of mine difficult to scan. This mountain, thick with valuable materials, had gone undiscovered until our arrival. One more planet to scan before we do that thing. Trebror. Looks like it's got a hurricane over half the damn thing. Oh, that was the last one. Loosely translated, Trebror is the Krogan word for cinder or ash heap. This massive desert world harbors no life, water, or minerals of any use. Speak with Dr. Adriana. Thyvernos. A massive ball of rock and frozen methane. Thyvernos has little apparent material or scientific value. Would-be miners from Kadara keep scanning it, just in case.
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
A metal ideal for lightweight construction in a variety of applications. This deposit is readily accessible. Beryllium.
Now orbiting Kadara. Standing order for all incoming ships. The port is a ceasefire zone by order of Sloane Kelly. She was head of Nexus Security.
Be ready for anything, and keep comms open. Should hear from our Resistance contact soon.
A mountainous world originally settled by the Angara, Kadara is now a haven for Nexus exiles and pirates. In addition to this criminal element, the planet is plagued by toxic water caused by an atypical amount of sulfide minerals. And there's the landing zone. I want to do two things though. Or I guess three now, before we do that. Let's see. Wait. We could do that. Wait. Craft the Pathfinder chest piece. What? Why is this a thing? No, where is the one where it was scanning planets? Oh, here we go. Okay, where do we do that? Okay, Nexus. That's actually good because we need to go there anyway for Sam and to download a movie or something out for Liam. Okay, let's see if we can do a couple of these smaller things before we end the video. So we have talking to this person, we have take the weird looking Haval hops back to the vortex, and we have a side thing to pick up, and then speak with Carrie. Good, so that's on here as well. We'll do that one first then.
Free for an interview? I'd like to know more about the Angara. It's not often a first contact goes so smoothly. At least the Angara are more peaceful than the Ket. There's high hopes for this alliance.
I guess you'd ask about the Angara. It's a good reason to say hi.
That's not... This is about history, not you and...
Me and...
I need to finish this. So, the Angara, your thoughts on the alliance?
The Angara have their own problems, and we're newcomers in their cluster. We need to work at this.
The Angara soldier who joined your team has a few fans already, but everyone's talking about Aya. Green plants, flowing water? Our leaders have discussed whether we should send colonists there.
No.
Aya is a sovereign planet of the Angara. We have no right to settle there.
Strong stuff. Here's hoping we don't need to. Okay, that's... Look, camera off. I need to say something. I feel like you want to get closer to me than an interview.
I think I might. What about you?
I want... this isn't right. It's not ethical to date an interview subject. But once the documentary's done, we could get to know each other better.
I could be spoken for by then.
I wouldn't interfere with your life. What happens with me stays with me. But if you want to share your heart, I'd like that. Once the documentary's finished.
We're playing,
I'll be patient.
You know, players.
It'll be something to look forward to.
In the Mass Effect games.
Thank you. Just a couple more interviews and let's see what happens. Oh, a call from the director's office. Excuse me.
Let's see what this is.
And we're happy to help your guards secure their weapons.
I prefer them armed for now. You understand, of course.
Oh, Pathfinder, This is the head of the Angaran delegation.
The one who saved the Moshai. She speaks highly of you. Call me Issa de Navarre.
We're glad to have you, Ambassador. Strong ties with the Angara will strengthen us both.
To a good end, I hope.
I was just explaining to the Ambassador that armed guards aren't necessary here.
Is something wrong, Ambassador?
Please walk with me, Pathfinder. So much life. All different, all united. The way it could have been. 75 years ago, we were scattered, struggling to rebuild after the Scourge. Then, the Ket arrived. Alien life. It was monumental. But then they deceived and enslaved us. So, I hope you understand my precautions.
Your people have endured much, Ambassador. I'd be cautious too.
Yet all this, your initiative, is proof there's a better way. I want to believe in this alliance, Pathfinder. The Moshai says you're trustworthy. Please, help me trust in you.
Everything you see, we're willing to share. Knowledge, technology, support.
What's the price?
Whatever you're willing to give.
They'll surrender their weapons to your militia, if that's satisfactory.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you, Ambassador.
Pavoa set Jav Teravon, Pathfinder. Welcome to Andromeda.
It's a cool dude right there. Those are planet things.
Of course, there are probably more systems to find. The Scourge doesn't help.
But our mapping of Helios is complete for now. We can see how the Scourge perturbs orbital patterns, compresses space.
And makes pilots crazy trying to navigate it.
But now we've got its number. With these, every initiative pilot can learn to explore it safely.
With acceptable nav upgrades, of course. Pardon me, Miss Anwar. I have some programming to do. My model of Helios blossoms with data thanks to you. Here, please. You have earned this.
Oh. That's it. I don't know what I got, but alright. Why there's so many question marks? Alright, well, I'll tell you guys what, we'll end it here. And when we come back, we'll finish up doing whatever we have to do in the Nexus, and then possibly go to, whatever the planet was. I can't even remember. Anyway, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.